Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today. Well, now the Supreme Court is going to start to hear oral arguments, and we'll get to hear them because now they are recorded and televised. And they will be hearing arguments about Trump's taxes tomorrow. And every court apparently has ruled he needs to hand them over to Congress. He just has to do that. So legally, it should be a slam dunk, But then there is that request that they made for more arguments from both sides to help them to determine whether the request is actually a political request, in which case they may be off the hook and let Congress and the executive branch fight it out, which means nobody would be holding Trump accountable. Now, this isn't going to be resolved tomorrow. The arguments simply begin tomorrow. I think they have through the end of June to resolve it. So, Spirit, show us this situation. Please give us information that's helpful. All right, we have the Queen of Coins, stability, money, influence of money possibly. We have, the Wheel of Fortune. I got to tell you guys, I felt skeptical because we've had so many disappointments. I felt skeptical like, they're going to take the easy way out and say they're not going to rule. It's a political issue. But with this card, that is telling me this could be the new era of truth coming out. This could be part of that. Victory. Three of Cups, and this is usually people celebrating. I always take this to be the Democrats celebrating for some reason. I think he has to hand some stuff over. Or apparently there's also another, I wish I knew more about this, you guys. I've been reading about it, still can't figure it out. But apparently, even if they decide not to rule on it, that's not good for Trump, because Trump brought this. Trump appealed and appealed and appealed, right? Even when all those lower courts said hand over the documents, he appealed and appealed, and he's basically saying keep Deutsche Bank, keep my banks from releasing my information. And it would be the Supreme Court who would, if they say no, we're not really gonna. I think this is a political issue. We're not really going to say anything. Apparently, then that means he's lost, he has no traction and Deutsche Bank would release stuff. Is that how it's going to go? Well, I see this guy on the bottom. I think the Democrats would be happy with how it's going to go. We have the Chariot, like it's pulling forward. We don't know which way it goes. We have the Tower. Things are going to change. We have, this is really going to create a lot of press, a lot of furor. 10 of Wands. So it's a very complex kind of case. For a while, we don't know which way it's going to go. It looks like there could be a lot of complications in how it plays out. Like maybe this decision is sort of in favor of Trump, this other decision is not, and which one is more important, to his purposes. 8 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Judgment card, decision made. A lot of judgment's going to fall on him. I do think information comes out. about his finances that is quite damning. Yet, there are still secrets with that Ace of Swords that are still in the closet. 4 of Cups. And there will still be people who won't hear it, who will be like, that's, Trump says that this was, you can tell that this is a fake document and so on. And, there'll still people don't want to hear it. They'll believe a conspiracy theory. Knight of Swords. Trump's going to be very aggressive about this, determined to win. And he is in bed with some. Oh, wait, Lover's card. Six of Coins. Quid pro quo. Will this expose? Oh, this may, okay, this is going to expose more about who he's in bed with, more about the quid pro quo, more about his dealings with foreign leaders that have been shady. That's what he's worried about that. He is worried about that. Yes, investigations will come out of this. Okay, so there will be information that is shared about his finances as a result of this case. It will spur investigations, and it's not going to be, he's not going to be happy with that at all. No. Boy. And these investigations then go on and on and on because he continues to block things where he can, but there's a lot of information from the banks that people are using. That's what I'm getting. But yet he's determined to win, and he's going to be spewing all kinds of nonsense. Two of Swords. So it's undecided how that'll go for him. Will that be effective or will it not? So, wow, this is going to be interesting, you guys. This is going to be very interesting. It is the kind of press he does not want. That's for sure. And a lot of judgment's going to fall on him. A lot of judgment's going to fall on him. So this is going to be an interesting process. Even if there are some decisions that we don't like, there's going to be enough that comes out, enough information is obtained through this that'll give him a whole heck of a lot of trouble. So that's what I'm seeing. What is that? Yeah, the Democrats are really liking it. Joe Biden's really liking it. And the King of Cups. So we've got rising Democratic male leadership, and we've got the King of Cups. Yeah, I just think they're going to make much of Russia and Putin and Ukraine and Saudi Arabia. All these shady kinds of relationships that Trump has with so many leaders. Yeah, well, not the new leader of Ukraine. I don't mean that, but I mean Putin as it relates to Ukraine. And there we have the Hierophant, government working. Yeah, so there will be some things that occur that the Supreme Court decides that seem right, like that's what they should decide. So that's good. Maybe not everything will feel good, but there'll be enough. Interesting, very interesting. Can't wait to see what goes on. Look at this. Look at this. The deck broke this way. The sun, the bright light of the sun shining upon that, and then pregnant with the possibility. And I think that's pregnant with the possibility of getting Trump out of there. Really, I think that's what that is. So, new beginning, new life. All right. Well, that's an encouraging reading. All right. Well, thank you, Spirit, and thank you, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.